Hey, AC blower motor, or your AC is not working. Not really the AC is not working, but your blower motor is not blowing out the vents. Hey guys, thanks for watching. What we're going to do here is I'm going to show you a few quick tips on how to figure that out step by step. So let's say your AC is not working, or you turn on your dial in here. I'll show you. We're working on a 2002 Ford Explorer, but this concept pretty much works with any car that you're looking at. I mean, excusing the electronics, because you know they're all electronic heavy these days. In general, there's some basic troubleshooting tips that you can do yourself and try and narrow down the problem. So let's say you come in here and you turn your car on and you turn these dials and you get nothing. I mean, no wind movement, nothing at all. So the first thing you want to think about is your blower motor, which is located under here. Your blower motor is this motor right in here. Let me come around on the other side so you can see it. The blower motor actually pushes all of the heat and your cold air into your cabin. So what you're looking at is this right here. This right here is your blower motor. So some people say you can tap on this, and if it actually kicks back in, then you know your blower motor is bad, and I would just replace that. It's normally 3 bolts in the pigtail, so that's not that hard. Not all cars are created equal. Sometimes you'll have 4 screws instead of 3 in awkward places, but in general 9 times out of 10 they're always on the passenger side under the dash. The other thing, if that does not work, everyone has a blower motor resistor ideally, and the pigtail for this one. So we're inside the glove box. What I did is I just pulled these 2 tabs out and dropped the glove box down, and sure enough, right here is your blower motor resistor. That right there has 2 bolts and this big pigtail right here. So you pull this off, you take the bolt off over here and over here, and this comes right out. So I would inspect this for damage, like burnt pins or the back of it melted in any way, and if it is, replace it. That normally will cause the blower motor to either work at 1 speed or 2 speeds out of 4, or it could also cause it to not work at all. So if you're not sure which one it is, you can always pull the blower motor and have it tested. Just hook it up to a 12-volt source. If the blower motor spins, you know your blower motor is good. Then that means that you have this little guy. That's the culprit as to why your AC or your heater is not working. The other thing is, if you replace those and these are still not working, then you want to start looking for fuses. You can look for fuses at first. It's usually a lot easier. Sometimes it's not. So I checked all my fuses, and all my fuses were good. So I came back over here and I ran a voltmeter on these pigtails, and I found out I was getting 0 power to my resistor, and I was getting no power to my blower. And I knew my blower worked because I hooked it up to a 12-volt source and the blower motor spun. So I came back over here, I had tested all of these, I pulled this out, made sure I was getting 12-volt power to this, which I was not. So at this point, you're now looking at an electrical issue, because for some reason these units are not getting the power that they need to run. So here's what I found. Every system has relays and they have fuses. The fuses for the AC on this one is this one, which is number 26, and then 25, 24, number 23. So 23 and 26 are the blower resistors, but it also has a relay. So I'm actually replacing my relays. I had 3 here. One looked like it did not belong to this car. This one was busted up. You couldn't even pull it out without the top coming off. And my third one is the only one that was in good condition. So I moved the third one over to the first spot, which is for the blower motor. And sure enough, the blower kicked on. So that was my problem, was I had some busted relays. Now, you can also do all of this in reverse. You don't have to go in the order that I just told you. You can start over here in the fuse box, check all your relays and your fuses, make sure your fuses are good, then go to under your dash and see what's going on under there. The best thing to do would be, the next step I would do is just make sure all of your units are getting power. If your units are getting power and they're still not working, then it's time to check the units themselves, like the blower and the blower motor resistor. So you can do this several ways. I just kind of showed you in a backwards order, but you know, it all works the same. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit a thumbs up. There will be more, because I have to do a few things on my truck, and I'm trying to film them as we go, so that way we can all learn and share and do whatever. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you.